Tacoma, Seattle.
It's 5:30.
This is KSTW, Channel 11, Tacoma, Seattle.
KSTW, looking 11.
Tacoma, Seattle. Discover gold this fall on Good Looking 11, KSTW TV.
This is KSTW, Channel 11, Tacoma, Seattle. We'll continue with our sci-fi theater and Monster Zero in just a moment. Today's Saturday matinee has been Them, with James Whitmore, Edmund Gwenn, and James Arness. Join us next time when a young girl saves a man being hunted by gunslingers. John Wayne, Gail Russell, and Irene Rich star in Angel and the Bad Man on Channel 11's Saturday matinee.
The Brass Bottle, Sunday at 3.
You've been watching Nick Adams, Akira Takarada in Monster Zero. Do this next one, Robert Hutton, Jennifer Jane, and Bernard Kay travel in the land of the unreal, and they came from beyond space on Channel 11's Sci-Fi Theater. KSTW, Channel 11.
A salute to Spokane, Sunday, November 29th at 9:30 p.m. right here on Channel 11.
Brought to you in cooperation with KSTW Public Affairs.
11 Gold.
Saturday night at 8. This is 11 KSTW. It's 3:30.
We'll return to Channel 11 Saturday afternoon at the movies in just a moment.
This is KSTW, Channel 11.
Here is a Channel 11 Mariner message. Quiet Man, Saturday at 8 on Channel 11. Mr. Roberts, the Oscar winner, Saturday night at 8.
This is 11 KSTW. Good evening and welcome to Great Motion Picture Entertainment on Channel 11's Saturday Night Movie. Tonight, Henry Fonda, James Cagney, and Jock Lemmon are starring in Mr. Roberts. This is 11 Gold, KSTW.
Live from Channel 11, the 10 o'clock news, with Charles Johnson, Steve Williams, John Fawson, and Dave Torsha.
we've got Lotto on 11, the exciting jackpot game with big weekly cash prizes. Every Saturday night at 7, live only on Channel 11, the official lottery station.
Good evening, I'm Wendy Mann. Coming up at 10, over 30 anti-nuclear protesters were carried off the tracks near Bangor tonight in protest of the 5th White train believed to be carrying nuclear warheads. And 5 shipyard workers suffered minor smoke inhalation today in Seattle when fire broke out on a container ship. We'll have a report on last-minute preparations for the opening of the Olympics tomorrow and on News Plus tonight. I'm Wendy Mann. Join Charles Johnson and me tonight at 10.
We return now to Key Largo with Humphrey Bogart and Edward G. Robinson.
Want on Rituals. 10:30 weekdays.
Let's go.
Midnight Friday.
Tonight, Goldie Hawn, Ben Johnson, and Michael Sachs are starring in The Sugarland Express on Saturday's Prime Movie 11.
I'm Wendy Mann. Last night on the 10 o'clock news, we told you about all the important stories of the day, including the verdict of Russo. Join Charles Johnson and me tonight at 10.
This is 11, KSTW.
It's Channel 11's Funny Pages. Get set for the adventures of Tom. And now, on with the show. Here's page 1 with Tom and Jerry.
Beginning Monday night at 8 on Channel 11.
In an ancient time, a renegade warrior seeks out the ultimate challenge.
There are rules, and you have broken them.
Circle of Iron.
Sunday at noon on Ninja Theater.
7:30 weeknights.
Once again, you've chosen KSTW number 1. Channel 11 remains the Northwest number 1 movie station. Thanks, viewers. Monday night at 8 on Channel 11.
We hope you enjoyed tonight's movie, Bullet, with Steve McQueen, Robert Vaughn, and Jacqueline Bissett. Tomorrow night, a weekend camping trip turns into a terrifying nightmare as Burt Reynolds, John Voight, and Ned Beatty star in Deliverance, Thursday's Prime Movie 11.
Good evening, I'm Charles Johnson.
And I'm Wendy Mann.
It's the big time. 40. And Bobby Lee Burnett's a little crazy. I don't want. As premiere, Middle-Aged Crazy.
See the encore performance tonight at 10 on Channel 11. There's a lone mountain man who roams the Rockies. They call him Jeremiah Johnson. The Indians pray for him, curse him, then try to kill him. See Robert Redford as Jeremiah Johnson, at peace with himself, at war with mankind. Friday night at 8 on Channel 11.
We return now to The Hanging Tree on Wednesday's Prime Movie 11.
Farm Aid, a concert for America. Sunday, September 22nd.
3 great hours, Sunday night at 8, only on Channel 11 KSTW.
10 to midnight.
Sunday night at 10 on Channel 11. Cinema, when the police are powerless.
Our little California city here started to become a pusher's heaven. We got smack, we got coke, anything you want, you name it.
Chuck Norris is a force of one.
Tell you people I'll teach them. Be here tomorrow at noon.
See the encore performance of A Force of One, Sunday night at 10.
Come home to 11 for Spy Week, beginning tonight at 8. Days at 3:30. Come home to 11 for Mask.
Come home to 11 for part 1 of World War III. Tuesday night at...
Saturday nights, 10 to midnight on Channel 11. Come home to 11 and set sail for romance and laughter.
Welcome to summer. A time for all creepy and crawly bugs to come out and play. Be 11 for Mother Nature's Revenge Week, beginning Monday at 8.
Mad as Hell weekend comes to an explosive end tonight with Dustin Hoffman in Straw Dogs to 11 for Straw Dogs. Tonight at 8. Due to the adult nature of the film, parental discretion is advised. Beginning Sunday at noon.
They're coming.
Channel 11 brings you Nightlife, weeknights at 11.
Saturday night at 8. Steve McQueen and Ally McGraw are on the lam in The Getaway.
Halt right there. Get those guns out on the street. Kick them over. Now lay down that gutter. In the gutter.
Steve McQueen and Ally McGraw on The Getaway, Saturday night at 8. Watch for the following great movies coming soon to Channel 11. Quality movies and more variety coming soon to KSTW. Watch for the following great movies coming up next on Channel 11. This Saturday, Goldie Hawn. Come home to 11 for the best movies in February on Washington's #1 movie station. For all the best movies in February, come home to 11.
Hi, we're the administrative staff of KSTW. We'd like to wish you and your family a safe and happy holiday season.
And a happy new year.
Laser Blast. Armed with a deadly alien weapon and the power. Come home to 11 for Laser Blast. Midnight tonight.
We've killed for the sake of danger and for the sake of killing.
The Hitchcock psychological thriller, Rope, Saturday night at 8.
We now return to Alfred Hitchcock's The Trouble with Harry, starring Shirley MacLaine and John Forsythe. We now continue with The Trouble with Harry, starring John Forsythe and Shirley MacLaine.
Exciting jackpot game with big weekly cash prizes every Saturday night at 7, live only on Channel 11, the official lottery station.
Washington.
their parents tell them.
You're pathetic. You can't do anything right.
You disgust me. Just shut up.
Why you bully me?
We've got Lotto on 11, the exciting jackpot game with big weekly cash prizes every Saturday night at 7, live only on Channel 11, the official lottery station.
Stay tuned for scenes from next week's movie. Classic. And now with limited commercials. Sunday at 11. Be sure to join us again next Sunday at 11 for another full-length, unedited Hollywood classic, Angels with Dirty Faces, and with limited commercials. This concludes another broadcast day for KSTW Television, Channel 11, Tacoma, Seattle, Washington. KSTW Television is owned and operated by Gaylord Broadcasting Company. We hope you've enjoyed today's programming, portions of which were pre-recorded on film or videotape. Good night. In red. Saturday at 8 on KST Washington.
1-800-4-CHILD.
Sonic highlights. See you then.
Doug Lomstead, Sports, and Wendy Mann and I will have news tonight at 10. Join us.
Women upset at the rising number of rapes on campus staged a protest rally tonight at Evergreen State College, this after a string of up to a dozen rapes. Good evening. The statistics are in for Tacoma's homicide cases. Dave Torsha will tell us if any rain or snow is in the forecast, and Cal will have all the sports. See you tonight at 10.
Service answers your questions by phone, and our reference staff can help you with business needs, school, and personal interests.
Extra, extra! Read all about it! Duck Mix Big Splash! Get your copy now!
KST, Washington.
Shrinking Woman. Today at noon on KST Washington.
And the Blues Brothers.
Boogie with Belushi, Sunday at 8.
Do you know what to do in an emergency?
Call 911.
If there's a stranger trying to get in your neighbor's house. KST Washington for a live special. Modern Love, the Sexual Counter-Revolution.
The warm feeling you get, seeing old friends, sharing a moment and remembering when Channel 11 brings it all back again. You're part of the family, be part of the fun with KST Washington. Reliving the laughter, joy and the tears with all of the shows you've loved through the years. Their special magic never disappears. You're part of the family, be part of the fun with KST Washington. For TV's best entertainment and news, you count on us and we listen to you. You're part of the family, be part of the fun with KST Washington.
Means revenge. Submarine X1. Friday at 8 during KST Washington's Man at War Week.
The warm feeling you get, seeing old friends, sharing a moment and remembering when Channel 11 brings it all back again. You're part of the family, be part of the fun with KST Washington. Reliving the laughter, joy and the tears with all of the shows you've loved through the years. Their special magic never disappears. You're part of the family, be part of the fun with KST Washington. For TV's best entertainment and news, you count on us and we listen to you. You're part of the family, be part of the fun with KST Washington.
Grease. Sunday at 8 on KST Washington.
And I want the cash and I'm in a hurry.
Thursday at 8. Good evening and welcome to KST Washington's 8 o'clock movie. Tonight, the compelling conclusion of the award-winning drama, Eleanor and Franklin.
You're watching KST Washington, the only television station that's seen in virtually every community in Washington State, plus parts of Oregon, Idaho, and most of British Columbia. Today, we wish to salute our many viewers in Yakima and the Yakima Valley who watch KST Washington on Cook Cablevision.
Cut to death. Friday at 8 on KST Washington.
San Francisco. Wednesday at 8. Crime doesn't pay in this city.
Tonight at 11:30 on KST Washington.
Tell us about our weekend weather. Cal with all the sports. Join us at 10.
Man and I will have news tonight at 10. Join us. President Reagan praises the courage of a Port Orchard man during memorial services for the 37 men who died aboard the USS Stark.
Of This World, Saturday at 7:30 on KST Washington. Good morning. This is KSTW Television, licensed to Tacoma, Seattle, Washington. Channel 11 is owned and operated by Gaylord Broadcasting, with transmitter located atop Capitol Hill in Seattle. KSTW serves the entire Pacific Northwest with the finest movies, sports, news, and entertainment programming for adults and children. If you have comments or suggestions regarding what you see on Channel 11, please address them to our programming department. Tune in for Dennis the Menace at 7, followed by the Jetsons weekday mornings.
It's KST Washington.
Regular programming is being preempted for the following special presentation. This concludes another broadcast day for KSTW Television, Channel 11, Tacoma, Seattle, Washington. KSTW Television is owned and operated by Gaylord Broadcasting Company. We hope you've enjoyed today's programming, portions of which were pre-recorded on film or videotape. Good night.
The following movie presentation contains specific language which may be deemed insensitive to some of our viewing audience. This language has been retained only due to its importance in developing the mood intended to be created by the director. Viewer discretion is advised.
Returns to KST Washington beginning May 2nd. Live from KST Washington, the 10 o'clock news with Charles Johnson, Wendy Mann, sports with Cal Glomstead, and meteorologist Dave Torsham.
An apparent murder in Puyallup. 2 men found dead tonight in a house in the South Hill area.
KST Washington's 8 o'clock movie continues after this. KST Washington's 8 o'clock movie returns in a moment.
Ties.
Tonight at 6 on KST Washington.
Keeps the kids off the street.
Now I have a lot more friends than I did.
As the man who loved cat dancing.
Tonight at 8 during Back in the Saddle Week.
Good evening, I'm Charles Johnson. It's Do or Die tonight. Have that story and more tonight on the 10 o'clock news.
And cheers. Tonight at 7 on KST Washington.
This story ever told. Easter Sunday at noon on KST Washington.
Family Ties. Tonight at 6 on KST Washington.
KST Washington. KST Washington.
Monday at 7 on KST Washington.
Monday at 6 on KST Washington. And now, the Hollywood classic, Key Largo. Monday at 7:30 on KST Washington.
Unedited and with limited commercials.
He's looking at you, kid.
Sunday at 11.
Stars in A Change of Seasons, Sunday.
Murder in Coweta County will return following these messages.
I'll be there.
Dial 11 for Murder Week. Clowns Around with Clown Murder. Friday at 8.
Good evening. St. Patrick's Day was a somber occasion this year in Northern Ireland. More funerals and more violence. For weather and Cal with all the sports. Join Rod Simons and me tonight at 10.
And now back to Johnny Cash in Murder in Coweta County.
Tonight at 7 on KST Washington. Tonight at 11 on KST Washington.
In A Change of Seasons, Sunday.
We'll return to Promises to Keep right after these messages.
War of the Worlds.
The invasion begins Friday night at 8 on KST Washington.
Good evening, I'm Charles Johnson. The Boeing Company will cut back significant, and Wendy Mann and I will have news tonight at 10. We'll see you then.
And now back to Promises to Keep, starring Robert Mitchum. The Macintosh Man, starring Paul Newman, will return in a moment.
Here's Johnny.
Papa's Delicate Condition will return following these messages. Season. Tonight at 8 on KST Washington.
Watch the exciting Washington State Lotto drawings with big cash prizes live every Wednesday and Saturday at 6:59 p.m. Only on KST Washington, your official lottery station.
I'm the King County Rape Relief Advocate. I help with the initial call.
Washington.
Walter Matthau in Hopscotch will continue. On Hunter. Tonight at 11:30 on KST Washington.
Good evening, I'm Charles Johnson. Statutory rape charges have been brought to sports, and Wendy Mann and I will have news tonight at 10. We'll see you then.
Kansas City to meet the Royals. Saturday at 5 here on KST Washington. We now return to Hopscotch, starring Walter Matthau. Walter Matthau in Hopscotch will continue. We will return to Hopscotch, starring Walter Matthau and Glenda Jackson, after this.
KST Washington.
Good evening, I'm Charles Johnson. A former drug smuggling ship seized on ports, and Wendy Mann and I will have news tonight at 10. We'll see you then.
We now return to Hopscotch, starring Walter Matthau.
KST Washington.
Walter Matthau in Hopscotch will continue.
Good evening, I'm Charles Johnson. President Bush is in Spokane tonight to help us, and Wendy Mann and I will have news tonight at 10. We'll see you then.
We now return to Hopscotch, starring Walter Matthau. Washington.
KST Washington.
Good evening, I'm Charles Johnson.
I'm Wendy Mann. Next.
KST Washington. Blazing Saddles, starring Mel Brooks, will continue after this. Ryder and Richard Dreyfuss. The 6 o'clock movie will continue in a moment.
KST Washington.
KST Washington's presentation of Move Over Darling will continue.
As the villain. During Jest of the West Week, tonight at 8 on KST Washington.
And now back to Move Over Darling on KST Washington's Movie Matinee. Friday morning at 7:30 here at the Ranger Station on KST Washington. See you here.
Well, I can't wait. Ooh.
Blazing Saddles, starring Mel Brooks, will continue after this. Ryder and Richard Dreyfuss. The 6 o'clock movie will continue in a moment. And now back to Blazing Saddles on KST Washington 6 o'clock movie. KST Washington's presentation of The Goodbye Girl will continue. We now return to The Goodbye Girl on KST Washington's Movie Matinee. KST Washington's presentation of Move Over Darling will continue.
Jim going south with John Belushi, Mary Steenburgen, and Danny DeVito.
Tuesday at 8 on KST Washington. KST Washington's Movie Matinee will return after this.
Watch the exciting Washington State Lotto drawing with big cash prizes live every Wednesday and Saturday at 6:59 p.m. Only on KST Washington, your official lottery station.
KST Washington.
Support your local gunfighter during Jest of the West Week. Wednesday at 8 on KST Washington. KST Washington's presentation of The Goodbye Girl will continue. We'll see you today at 4:30 during Carnival Days at the Tacoma Mall.
KST Washington believes that no one deserves to be abused, beaten, or threatened. There are no excuses. Whether abusing...
KST Washington's Movie Matinee will return after this.
I must confess, I want my M's TV.
Tonight at 7 on KST Washington. Graffiti. KST Washington's Movie Matinee will return.
Do it, but you can't.
Tonight at 6:30 on KST Washington.
KST Washington.
Start spreading the news. KST Washington wants to send you to New York to see Cats on Broadway. It's all to celebrate the Seattle performance of the Tony Award-winning musical. KST Washington is giving away pairs of tickets to the Seattle appearance of Cats, plus a spectacular grand prize trip for two to New York to see Cats on Broadway. Enter to win in the electronics department at selected Bon Marché locations. Winners will fly via American Airlines and receive hotel accommodations at the luxurious Plaza Hotel. Visit the Bon Marché today and register to win tickets to Cats. Tonight at 11:30 on KST Washington.
KST Washington.
Look at TV's original Batman.
Weekdays at 5 on KST Washington.
22. The Virginia 5 has been a part of Seattle's history. This steamboat is for a whole night of sparkling entertainment. Bring the family to see...
It's the Woody Woodpecker Show.
Weekday afternoons at 3. FX, KST Washington's 8 o'clock movie will return after this.
Is going back to school.
Friday at 8 on KST Washington.
Or as Remo Williams, the adventure begins.
Saturday at 8 on KST Washington.
And now back to FX on KST Washington's 8 o'clock movie.
Good evening, I'm Charles Johnson. The verdict has been read in the Iran-Contra case of arts, and Wendy Mann and I will have news tonight at 10. We'll see you then.
And now back to FX on KST Washington's 8 o'clock movie. Turn after this. KST Washington's 8 o'clock movie will return in a moment. KST Washington's 8 o'clock movie will return after this.
The Seattle Mariners take on the Baltimore Orioles in a two-night stand. Get in the game with KST Washington.
And now back to FX on KST Washington's 8 o'clock movie. KST Washington's 8 o'clock movie will return after this.
Woody Woodpecker, weekdays at 7 on KST Washington.
Right here on
KST Washington.
Hello to all my friends watching TV.
Cartoon fun with Yogi. Weekdays right here. Starting Monday at 8:30 on KST Washington.
Let's party!
Yeah, let's have fun. It's a party with Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Weekdays at 3:30.
KST Washington's 8 o'clock movie, Breakheart Pass, will continue after this.
And stars in St. Ives, Thursday at 8 on KST Washington.
We now return to Breakheart Pass on KST Washington's 8 o'clock movie.
Washington's 8 o'clock movie will continue after this.
KST Washington.
An American Werewolf in London, Friday at 8 on KST Washington. Tonight at 11:30 on KST Washington.
On the next Punky Brewster, Punky resorts to nonsense to retrieve a valuable object.
Heard any good prayers lately?
Tonight at 5 on KST Washington.
Bugs Bunny and Friends, weekdays at 4:30 on KST Washington.
Scooby-Doo, weekdays at 2:30 on KST Washington. It's the best half hour of cartoon fun on television. Bugs Bunny and Friends, weekdays at 4:30 on KST Washington.
This concludes another broadcast day for KSTW Television, Channel 11, Tacoma, Seattle, Washington. KSTW Television is owned and operated by Gaylord Broadcasting Company. We hope you've enjoyed today's programming, portions of which were pre-recorded on film or videotape. Good night.
We hope you enjoyed Footloose on the Channel 11 8 o'clock movie. Join us tomorrow night for Back 21, starring Gene Hackman and Danny Glover on the KSTW TV 11 8 o'clock movie.
Like you've never seen him before. Superman 3.
Saturday at 8 on KSTW TV 11. You're watching KSTW TV 11. Now, from the Northwest and the world, the first news of the night. From Channel 11, this is the 10 o'clock news. Tonight's Channel 11 8 o'clock movie, Teen Wolf, will return. Blade Runner, Saturday on the TV 11 8 o'clock movie. This is a KSTW TV 11 news update.
Good evening, I'm Charles Johnson. Coming up tonight on the 10 o'clock.
Weekend is a little bit more sunshine, thank goodness. And
on the next episode of
Superhorse.
Saturday morning at 11:30.
In premiere, Gore Vidal's Billy the Kid.
Sunday on the TV 11, 8 o'clock movie. Teen Wolf will return in a moment.
You know that?
Night Court, weeknights at 7:30 on TV 11. Avoiding Rape, a TV 11 special report tonight at 10. National Lampoon's Vacation, the TV 11 8 o'clock movie, Wednesday. Tonight at 12 midnight on TV 11.
Where is Misty? I'm Kimberly here.
And I'm Don Porter. Misty is 14 and missing. Police say she's a runaway, but her mom fears Misty is a victim.
Living on the edge, families live paycheck to paycheck, afraid of landing on the streets. Is there hope? A special report.
Millions for Richard Nixon. A court rules Nixon must be paid for his Watergate tapes and his papers, too.
Larry Schick will tell us if we'll be compensated for a lack of sunshine.
Stay with us. The 10 o'clock news is next.
Tonight at 11 on TV 11. Tonight's TV 11 8 o'clock movie, Aliens, starring Sigourney Weaver, will return.
Dead.
The Terminator, the TV 11 8 o'clock movie, Saturday.
Harry and the Hendersons will continue on TV 11.
Summer Rental, the TV 11 6 o'clock movie, tonight. Murphy's Romance, Monday at 1 on TV 11.
Merry Christmas.
Trading Places, the TV 11 8 o'clock movie, tonight. Nothing in Common, Tuesday at 1 on TV 11.
Put it back.
This morning's feature presentation on the KSTW TV 11 Nightcap Theater will continue after this.
Next, Time Tracks.
Tuesday at 9 on TV 11. Sleepless in Seattle begins Tuesday on the TV 11 10 o'clock news. We now return to this morning's feature presentation on the KSTW TV 11 Nightcap Theater.
Wonder Years.
Weeknights at 6:30. Pick up a nomination form at NEC First Bank and send it to KSTW TV 11. Join Matt Samsel and Rod Simons each Sunday night on the 10 o'clock news as they honor these inspiring student athletes. When news happens in the Pacific Northwest.
And here's the latest tonight in the struggle.
Turn to the team that brings it all to you.
Critics say that the criminals...
A fresh look at the breaking stories.
The initial call to 911 came in about 7:30 this evening.
The events that shape your world.
In the last hour, we've had at least 2 aftershocks.
Turn to the ones that keep you covered.
The only way to get rid of the dealers.
A whole hour for the whole story, a whole hour earlier. The TV 11 10 o'clock news. The freshest late night news. Guaranteed. You're watching KSTW Northwest 11. 9 o'clock tonight on Northwest 11. Good evening and welcome to the Northwest 11 6 o'clock movie. Tonight, tonight's feature on the Northwest 11 6 o'clock movie. Annie with Albert Finney, Carol Burnett, and Bernadette Peters will continue on tonight's Northwest 11 6 o'clock movie.
Air America.
Tuesday at 8 on Northwest 11. We now return to Annie with Albert Finney, Carol Burnett, and Bernadette Peters. Tonight's KSTW Northwest 11 6 o'clock movie.
On Thunder in Paradise.
8 o'clock Thursday on Northwest 11.
Northwest 11 and Smith's Home Furnishings are ready to make your spring. Then watch KSTW's 10 o'clock news Tuesday, January 31st to see if you're our winner.
Coming up on the 10 o'clock news tonight, 24 hours after the quake, the question now, are the aftershocks over? An update tonight at 10.
You're watching KSTW Northwest 11. Cole Kidman, Dead Calm, the Northwest 11 8 o'clock movie, Monday.
You're watching KSTW, Northwest 11. Now with the first news for Western Washington. This is the 10 o'clock news.
Batten down the hatches, a wild windstorm whipped through western Washington, knocking out power to more than 100,000 people.
You're watching 11 at 11. 11 minutes of non-stop news and your forecast first on 11 News Tonight. Live from Northwest 11, you're watching 11 News Tonight.
We will return to Cyrano de Bergerac on the Northwest 11 Theater.
News delivered complete coverage and 11 News at 6:11 and whenever news happens.
Cyrano de Bergerac will continue in just a moment. We now return to Cyrano de Bergerac on the Northwest 11 Theater.
A message from the U.S. Navy, where we believe the only way to grow is to rise to the challenge.
Sonics versus Lakers in playoff action. Monday at 7:30 on Northwest 11. Tuesday night at 9 on Northwest 11.
Success. Thousands of people from throughout the Puget Sound area participated in events to environment. Together we are making a difference. Let's make every day Earth Day.
You're watching 11 at 11. 11 minutes of non-stop news and your forecast first on 11 News Tonight. Live from Northwest 11, you're watching 11 News Tonight.
Making news tonight, Barney bashing in Portland. Mascot night at a soccer game turns ugly when the other mascots pull off Barney's head and start using it as a ball. One mascot makes it all the way to the net and secures a goal. Now, seeing this house might make you think of a certain nursery rhyme. The Pennsylvania Shoe House was built in the 40s by a shoe store owner. It has 5 different levels and measures 17 feet across. Its proud new owner wants to turn it into an antique store with an old woman in the shoe theme.
Rodeo, then stop by the Northwest 11 booth. You just might win your...
Now, meteorologist Neil Barton with tomorrow's forecast.
The folks in South Florida this time are getting on out of town. Key Largo tonight was told to evacuate, and that they are doing because they still remember what happened when some stayed around for Hurricane Andrew. But for us, no reason to leave home. In fact, tomorrow will be a fairly good day to...
On Extra. Tomorrow at 7:30 on Northwest 11. Now, Rod Simons with what's happening tonight in sports.
You can bet that the ground is going to shake and your ears are going to ring for days. The NHRA is back, and Thunder Rock and Rigs will be jamming for the next few days out at Seattle International Raceway, starting actually Thursday.
Video games. What's hot? Find out at the CBS This Morning Video Game Toy Test. Be the first to check out the Nintendo 64-bit system. The Video Game Toy Test, Pacific Science Center. You be the judge. Gale, Channel 11 News at 4 o'clock. Welcome home.
Gail Shornack, Channel 11 News at 4 o'clock. Welcome home.
Live from Channel 11, you're watching 11 at 11. 11 minutes of non-stop news and your forecast first.
Of the ACLU filed suit against the school district and several administrators for allegedly not protecting Mark, even when they knew he was being harassed. But the worst incident happened here at Kentwood High School, inside a classroom.
Tomorrow night at 9 on UPN 11. Tonight at 11 on UPN 11. The Great Escape, the final chapter, will continue on UPN 11. You can help by joining UPN 11 as we kick off our 7th annual Coats for Kids drive. Beginning January 4th, bring any new or gently worn coat to any Future Shop or Corey's Fine dry cleaning location, or drop them off at UPN 11 studios in either Seattle or Tacoma. Together, we can help thousands of children stay warm this winter as we collect Coats for Kids. Tomorrow night at 8 on UPN 11. Wednesday night at 9 on UPN 11.
Tonight on the 10 o'clock news.
The stabbing death of a Puyallup high school teenager raises new fears.
Now there's people dead, and it's going to start a huge war. We're just beginning.
What has begun at least is a discussion of whether gangs were really behind what happened yesterday where that teenager was stabbed to death. I'm Kevin Reese, and I'll have that story in a live report.
I don't say the words, the flag salute.
The Pledge of Allegiance triggers a legal battle between student and teacher.
And in Olympia, the quality of discourse descends to the level where one lawmaker calls a lobbyist an SOB. We'll hear his exact words.
Hi, folks. I'm Neil Barton. As we head toward the middle part of the week, the chance of rain is going bye-bye, at least a bigger chance of rain. If you got kind of bummed out by today's no sunshine, tomorrow's going to be better. First weather is coming up shortly.
In the age of CDs, old-time records are made of vinyl, and they're staging a comeback.
Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit amphetamines.
We enjoyed him from Sea Hunt all the way to Airplane and beyond. Actor Lloyd Bridges, dead at 85.
This is the 10 o'clock news on UPN 11.
Get ready for a fall season with WWF SmackDown.
Thursday night at 8 on UPN 11. Twice in a lifetime. Tonight at 8 on UPN 11. Welcome to the Paramount Prime movie on UPN 11. Tonight, Gene Hackman, Anne Margaret, and Ellen Burstyn star in Twice in a Lifetime.
Seinfeld, tonight at 10:30 and 11. That 70s Show, weeknights at 7 and 7:30 on UPN 11.
This is Benny B from 96.5 The Point, and the demon of the night is the Uber van. Tune into my show tomorrow morning at 7 for your chance to call in and win from 96.5 The Point and UPN 11.
Frasier, weeknights at 6 and 6:30.
UPN 11. This concludes another broadcast day for KSTW Television, Tacoma, Seattle, Washington. KSTW is owned and operated by UPN Television Stations Incorporated and is affiliated with UPN. We hope you've enjoyed today's programming, portions of which were pre-recorded. If you have comments or suggestions regarding what you see on KSTW, please address them to our programming department. Good morning. This is KSTW Television, licensed to Tacoma, Seattle, Washington. KSTW is owned and operated by UPN Television Stations Incorporated. Our transmitter is located on Capitol Hill in Seattle. KSTW is affiliated with UPN and serves the entire Pacific Northwest with the finest entertainment, news, and sports programming. If you have comments or suggestions regarding what you see on KSTW, please address them to our programming department.
Why am I here? What is God's specific purpose?
No.
America's Next Top Model, 2-hour premiere, Wednesday at 8 on CW 11. Returns Tuesday at 8 on CW 11. America's Next Top Model, 2-hour premiere, Wednesday at 8 on CW 11. 90210. All new, Tuesday, March 31st on CW 11.
Every parent knows the feeling. You look away, and your child is gone.
America's Next Top Model, 2-hour premiere, Wednesday at 8 on CW 11.